What's happening, y'all? I figure I'd start trying to tell some stories on these deer right here during the summer, maybe. If y'all enjoy them. We'll see how the video does. If we get many likes or whatever. But I figure I might as well start where it all began. 1994, I was 7 years old. 24 years, near going on 25 years ago. My daddy and a buddy of his had built a platform up my tree. Come from not a poor family, but a medium class family, and we didn't have money to buy tree stands. Daddy didn't even know a whole lot about steel hunting. We were more dog hunters way back then. But Daddy and Cliff and their buddy Hawk had built a platform up in a tree, and the way they built it was you had to climb up the tree, and they had built a little trap door. You lift that door up, and Daddy'd set it to the side, and then you could climb up through the bottom of the stand, get on one side of the stand over there, and then slide the floor back into place, and you'd sit on the floor. Well, this is what I remember from nearly 25 years ago. This is still hunting story. So if you're into dog hunting or want to hear the dog hunting stories, they coming. We'll do them if y'all enjoy the stories. But we got up there in the tree stand. From what I remember, ain't no telling what time it was. It was probably late because Daddy didn't like to sit a whole lot. And got up there in the tree stand, got set down, and I was sitting on my butt. And I actually got my very first gun right here. This is a Ithaca 20 gauge. It used to have a 26-inch barrel, but when I was young, I decided, when I was probably maybe 8 or 10, that the reason I couldn't shoot those doves because I didn't have enough pellets. So I jobbed it in the dirt one day and shot at one coming by, and it swole the end of the barrel out. My pawpaw cut the barrel off. It's probably 24 inches now, and remounted the bead on it. But that's another, I guess, a dove hunting story there. But that's the first shotgun I ever had. First one I ever killed a deer with. I had shot a 410 a little bit. My daddy had borrowed prior to this gun, but it's the first one he ever bought for me. And I'll do some video overlays of this, show y'all the gun. It's been through the ringer. I probably killed 35, 40 deer with that gun before I went to a 12 gauge. But anyhow, me and Daddy was sitting up there in the tree stand, and I was sitting on my butt. Daddy was standing up, and I saw Daddy look at me real fast like that, and he took his hand and was telling me to get up. And I was looking at him like, what? Because we had sat here in this tree stand before and hadn't seen nothing. So I went to get up, and I'm holding my gun like this, sitting on my butt, and when I went to get up, I went bam and hit the bottom of the tree stand. It made a loud racket. Daddy said, whoa, 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 stay still. So I just kind of froze like that, was just looking up at Daddy, you know. I'm a little bigger than Fawn is, and I'm looking at Daddy, and then he tells me, go ahead and get up. Well, when I stand up, I see this little old deer standing out there. And I didn't care what it was. In Florida, you weren't allowed to shoot but bucks, except during doe days. And I couldn't see his horns, but Daddy knew it was a buck. And he said, shoot him. Well, I got my gun up, clicked it off safety, and bam, I shot, and he just dropped. Well, we stood around there a little bit, and I was all shook up, and Daddy was, yay, you know, celebrating that I got him, and he started trying to get up. Daddy said, shoot him again. So I got it back up, got it lined up, bam, shot, he didn't do nothing. But Daddy had a plug in this thing, it wouldn't hold but 3 shells, and I think we were shooting 2 3/4 inch double aughts. I don't know how many pellets that thing had, probably maybe 6 or so. I shot the last shot, bam, and he laid back down. Well, we got down out of the tree stand, and Daddy's buddy Hawk, he was hunting with us. He come around there, and we went and got the car. Now in 1994, we was on a 1980 something model Toyota Tercel. Do you know what a Toyota Tercel is? If you don't, I'm gonna lay it over the video right now. We were on a little bitty Toyota Tercel 2-door, and we pulled down there where the deer was, And I remember Daddy and Hawk grabbing the deer and dragging it out, and it was still kicking. And I said, Daddy, you want me to shoot it again? Nah, he'll die. He'll die. He just kicking that last little bit. Well, they reared back and threw him in the back of the trunk, closed the lid, and we got to easing on to the house. And I remember to this day, nearly 25 years, I remember that deer kicking that trunk all the way to the house. Blam, 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 blam. Just kicking that trunk all the way to the house. Well, the time we got to the house, it was about a 8-10 minute ride. The time we got to the house, he'd died. And Daddy got out and drug him out, pulled down in the yard, drug him out of the trunk, laid him out, said, go get your mama. And I went in there and, I was happy. And I said, Mama, come look what I got. Well, we walked outside, and the lighting wasn't very good. And the first thing Mama did was she walked out and looked at that deer and said, Lord, did you shoot somebody's dog? I said, no, Mama, that's a deer. And she said, oh. Son, the celebration was on then. And we were driving that little Toyota Tercel. Daddy had an old step-side Chevrolet. It might have been early 80s, probably late 70s Chevrolet pickup with it had a Pontiac engine in it, a Pontiac 400 I believe is what it was in it. We called it the Chevyac. And Daddy had his dog box in there, so he pulled the truck up there. Of course the battery was dead, had to jump it off and all that, but they wanted to get pictures of the deer on the dog box. And Daddy run an extension cord and got a lamp out there to where we could set the lamp up on the dog box and get a picture of the deer. And they actually sent that picture in to the Red Holland show. It'd be funny it'd be cool if one of my subscribers remembers the Red Holland show. And Red got that picture. And he had a show on television come on local here out of Dothan, Alabama. And he got that deer on the show, or that picture on the show, and was showing it and was making fun of it. Lord, look at this light they got rigged up. We had this lamp. I'll show the picture throughout the video probably a couple of times. We had this lamp sitting up there without no lampshade on it. The deer laying up there on the dog box and me standing up there grinning. But that's my first deer kill. That's what started it all. That ain't what started hunting with Hadaway, but that's what started me in the hunting. And I've looked through this pile of horns, and without tearing the whole thing, all them horns out, I cannot find that rack. It may be in there, but if I tear all them horns out, then I gotta put them all back in there, and my wife stacked them all in that basket for me, so I ain't gonna tear into them. But I got pictures and I got my gun. So, and I'll overlay some Google Maps photos of where we was sitting and stuff like that. I wish I could go back in there to that old tree if it's still standing. But anyhow, that's the story of my first deer. And if y'all like the video, we'll start at 30 likes. If we get 30 likes on the video, I'll do another one. We'll keep doing them. We'll start small and see how y'all like them. But appreciate y'all watching if you made it this far. And we'll see y'all on the next one.